So, what is going on YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today guys, I'm coming at you with my Spyral deck profile for the February 2018 Banlist. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. An interesting fact, I actually took this exact same deck list to an ARG in Ontario this past weekend where I placed top 16 and I got my invite to the ARG that's going to be placed in Philadelphia this year. So which is pretty awesome. I really wish that I could have done better. I actually tried to bring this deck to the event to try to actually win, but Pendulums was just too strong, and sometimes you do kind of break with this deck because it has a lot of inconsistency issues because Spyral Resort is at 1, but nonetheless, if you can combo off and go into your Helix and things like that, and your opponent has no way to stop your Helix, you're pretty much going to be having an end board of cards like Spyral Sleeper, Spyral Resort still, and that's a pretty problematic board to still deal with. By the way guys, if you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you guys get your Spyral playmat today. I'll leave a link in the description box below. These playmats have link zones, so for those of you guys who love link zones and love Spyrals, make sure you guys get your playmat today. I'll leave a link in the description box below. I do free shipping to Canada, USA, international shipping may cost extra, so you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you guys get your Spyral playmat today. If you guys want to see more videos, make sure you guys smash that 1,000 plus like button for more deck profiles for the new format. They'll be absolutely amazing, guys. And for those of you who have not turned on your post notification, make sure you guys turn on your post notification to get notified on each time I upload videos. That'll be very, very awesome. The reason why I took this specific deck to the ARG is because it's the deck that I am most comfortable playing. I still believe that the deck was just very strong. The deck was just still very powerful, especially going second with cards like Spyral Tough and also Spyral Super Agent. Alright guys, start with the monsters real quick. We're going to play the very standard triple Spyral Super Agent and triple Spyral Tough. These cards are your starter cards of the deck. You guys don't know how powerful these cards are. The really good thing about Tough's effect is that it's not a once per turn effect, so you can constantly abuse this card's pop effect if you have cards like Spyral Mission Rescue in the graveyard, and also have cards like Monster Reborn and Spyral Gear Big Red. You can constantly revive back Spyral Tough to pop problematic cards on the board. And of course, you guys don't know how powerful Agent is. Agent is able to pop back rolls, which is really, really good. So these two cards go hand in hand. You usually normal summon Tough first. If you call the top for the opponent's right with Tough, you get value because you get to pop a card on the field. If not, it's okay. You still have information on what card is on the top of their deck, so that way you can resolve Spyral Super Agent in your hand to summon out 2 Spyral monsters to help you make Spyral Double Helix. Next off, you're going to play cards like, of course, the 1 Spyral Quick Fix. This card gets access to cards like Spyral Gear Big Red. You get access to cards like Spyral Gear Drone, so that way that you can help stack the deck. So that way that you can call the correct card on top of your opponent's deck for cards like Spyral Double Helix. Next off, you're going to play the 1 Spyral Gear Last Resort. Last Resort, you can get access to this card directly from the deck to your hand of cards like Quick Fix, and it helps protect your Spyral monsters from being targeted or destroyed by battle or by card effect. And it's one of the cards you obviously want to protect Sleeper with, so this card combo out with Sleeper is just absolutely insane. The 1 Spyral Master Plan, she's absolutely... like, she's huge. Like, her booty is so thick, guys. Many times during the tournament, I would get Drone Lockbird on my search, so I would go into a Spyral Double Helix, especially in the Spyral Master Plan directly from the deck, and set my back rolls, and have a couple hand traps in hand. If my opponent does not somehow get rid of my board, if they do get rid of my board, Master Plan will still get to search cards like Sleeper and Resort directly from the deck to your hand. If they don't get rid of my board, I'll just make a Decode Talker next turn, and then just utilize Master Plan's effect to search the Sleeper and also the Resort directly from the deck to your hand. And last but not least, of course, the big boss himself, the 1 Spyral Sleeper. You guys don't know how powerful Spyral Sleeper is. I tell everybody this: whenever you're playing against Spyrals or whenever you're going to tournament in general, do not sleep on Spyral Sleeper. This card is still a very problematic card to actually deal with, and this is the reason why Spyrals are so good. As long as you get access to Sleeper as quickly as possible, this card is such a problem to deal with. The fact that you're able to pop 2 cards on the board on your opponent's side of the field is just absolutely insane. So that way that you can just disrupt a lot of their plays. So Spyral Sleeper, definitely, a blowout card against any other matchup. So card's amazing. Next off for our hand traps, you are playing going second Spyral build, so you're playing cards like Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom isn't too great this format because there's a lot of Pendulums, but it's also really good against a lot of rogue decks, 60 card decks or decks like Trickstars. Ash Blossom becomes really, really powerful against that specific matchup. But against the Pendulum matchup, guys, Ash Blossom does not do anything unless it hits the Wavering Eyes. But yeah, so double Ash, double Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. I believe that Ghost Ogre right now in this current format, I think that it's way better than Ash Blossom because the fact that you're able to help get rid of problematic cards like Spyral Resort, also help get rid of cards like Electromite, is just absolutely insane. So Ogre just deals with Electromite instantly. That's why I love the Ghost Ogre and Stone Rabbit so much. Next off, guys, I believe this card is the best hand trap in today's metagame. It's triple Drone Lockbird. This card is absolutely insane, especially against a Trickstar matchup. Activate Terraforming Search Life Stage, chain Drone Lockbird, and that's it. Their turn basically ends. Against the Magician matchup, whenever they activate any search card, like a Master Service, once they activate Master Service, search the Jackal directly from the deck to your hand, change your own Lockbird, their turn is done. Cards like Allure of Darkness and cards like Astrograph can add monster directly from the deck to your hand if you resolve the Drone Lockbird, which is insane. So Drone Lockbird is just really powerful in this format, and it's really good against rogue decks like True Dragons as well. So if you can resolve Drone Lockbird, you're pretty much in a really good position. Last but not least, guys, I played this card specifically for this ARG event. Okay, I played Triple Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. In the locals here in Toronto, the Master Service build of Magicians is very popular. So that specific build relies on going to 3 Electromite. If you immediately cherries the Electromite, that deck literally just stops. They cannot extend their plays without Electromite. So if you're actually able to cherries them immediately, their turn basically stops. So cherries is just really, really good, this format in my personal opinion. I just want to see one of my hand traps as quickly as possible, so that way that I can disrupt their plays. Next off, first spell, so play, of course, Double Spiral Gear Big Red. It's a recovery play of the deck, so that's why it's actually really important to have 2 in this deck. The 1 Spiral Resort. I hate when people say this card is a Garnet and that you never want to draw this card. It's true that you never want to draw it, but if you draw it, it's not a Garnet. Garnet is not usable. Spiral Resort is usable. It's a card that gets you access to any Spiral monster directly from the deck to your hand, and it makes sure that your Spiral monsters are untargetable, which is absolutely insane. So Spiral Resort is just really, really powerful. It's not bad to draw it. If you draw it, whatever. You can't use the Master Plan, but you can still bring out cards like Quick Fix directly from the deck using Spiral Double Helix. You can also bring out cards like Tough, which can help pop on a face-up monster or card on the board. You can bring out Super Agent directly from the deck, and when Super Agent comes out, you get to pop a back row. Like, there's so many versatility in Spiral Double Helix that you don't always need to rely on Master Plan. You know what I mean? If you have the Resort, you have the Resort. You know what I mean? Like, if you draw it, you draw it. And, you know, with a 1 Spiral Mission Assault. Next off, Monster Reborn, very broken. Same thing as the Big Red. The 1 Soul Charge, and the new addition to the deck, Double Shuffle Reborn. This card is absolutely insane. Card is absolutely incredible. This is what makes this deck good in my personal opinion. And of course, shout out to my boy Hanko Chow and also Gabe for actually giving me the idea to actually play this card. If you guys do not know what Shuffle Reborn is, this card was really popular in the Zodiac format, but if you control no monsters, target 1 monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but it has its effect negated. Also, banish it during the end phase. You can banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 card you control, shuffle it into the deck, then draw 1 card. Also, during the end phase of this turn, banish 1 card from your hand. So the really important thing about this card is that if this card is in the graveyard, you can recycle back cards like Spiral Resort that's on the field directly to the deck to basically draw 1 card. So you have Spiral Resort on the field, okay? You shuffle Reborn it back, okay, directly to the deck. You go Double Helix, Special Summon Master Plan, activate Master Plan, search your rescue. You link summon into Decode Talker using Helix and also Master Plan, make Decode Talker, and then you basically get to search the Spiral Resort directly from the deck to your hand. So Shuffle Reborn literally recycles this card back into the deck so that way that Master Plan can just easily get access to Spiral Resort as quickly as possible. So Shuffle Reborn is absolutely amazing, and it's also one of the cards that if you have no monsters, you can just special summon any monster back from the graveyard. So make sure that Spiral Resort is always live in the deck with cards like Master Plan. It's just really insane. So Double Shuffle Reborn is definitely a must-off in the deck in my personal opinion. Next off, you don't play, of course, Double Foolish Burial Goods. This card sends your Mission Rescue and also your Assault directly from the deck to the grave, so that way you can just special summon monsters from the graveyard or special monsters from the hand. Cards like Foolish Burial. The card is really amazing as well to actually help dump cards like Spiral Quick Fix directly from the deck to the graveyard. 1 Rhoda searches up your, Super Agent directly from the deck to your hand, and also Spiral Tough. And last but not least, the 1-for-1. This card is an absolute blowout in this deck. You guys know how powerful 1-for-1 is. Last but not least, guys, I played Double Scapegoat. Okay, this is the new addition to the deck for this format. During your opponent's end phase, you can activate Scapegoat, bring out 4 monsters, and then during your turn, you can basically make insane link plays. I want to make this card my power play, just like Trickstar's. Trickstar's power plays always rely on either Eaters of Millions and also Scapegoat, and I decided to actually incorporate that that theory and also the idea into Spirals. So this card is one of the power cards of the deck to actually help you spam link monsters, so that way that you can just play really, really aggressive. And for going second cards and playing cards like Evenly Matched, this card should never exist. And last but not least, Double Spiral Mission Rescue. A lot of people neglect the on-field effect of Spiral Mission Rescue. Spiral Mission Rescue has a graveyard recycle effect where you're able to just target a Spiral monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. So having this card face on the field is just amazing, because what I'll do is that during the end phase, I'll add a Spiral Super Agent directly from the graveyard back into my hand, and then on my turn I'll activate Spiral Mission Rescue to add a Tough directly from my graveyard back into my hand. So now that way I have Tough and Super Agent, and then I can basically combo off into Double Helix from there. So next off, you play cards like Spear Mode. Spear Mode helps you get rid of problematic boards with cards like Vortex, Naruto, and also Tonight Galaxy. The card is really powerful against that. Cards like Twin Twister is really good, help get rid of problematic back rows, and also really good against rogue decks. Double Chaos Hunter, I side this against the Trickstar matchup. Going first cards, guys, I wreck Pendulums going first, Anti-Spell Fragments, Triple Dimensional Barrier, really powerful, Double Magical Spring, and cards like Mind Crush. It's just really good against cards like Evenly Matched. So these cards are just really amazing going first. Usually going first against a Pendulum matchup, I side all these in, Mind Crush, Magical Spring, D-Barriers, and also Anti-Spell Fragments, and I take out my hand traps, obviously, when I'm going first. So that's pretty much it for the side deck, guys. So extra deck is just very standard, Double Helix, really powerful card like Borrow Dragon, Firewall Dragon. These cards you can get easily access to with cards like Scapegoat, One Skull Dread. This card helps you draw 4. Absolutely insane. Hopefully you see your hand traps when you get access to this card. Decode Talker, Trigate Wizard, Mrs. Radiant. These cards are all here for the Scapegoat, Abe the World Child's Priestess, Link Karibo, and the Proxy Dragon. These are all the Link monsters that you're playing in the deck. Next off for your combos, you're playing cards like Silver and Princess Sprite, and you only play the one rank 4 just in case I brick. Number 41, Maguska, still really powerful card. And since I'm playing Cherries in the main, I'm main decking Heavy Metaphors Electromite, ABC Dragon Buster, and Dante Traveler Burning Abyss. There was about 6 Burning Abyss players in the ARG event, didn't face any. I played against the ABC player, I cherries them first turn. This is my updated list so far for the new February 2018 ban list. The deck is still very, very powerful, guys. Do not sleep on Spyral. Spyral is still a very powerful deck. Do not ever sleep on Spyral Sleeper. This card is still absolutely insane. It's a problematic card to actually deal with during your turn and also your opponent's turn. It's able to pop multiple cards on the board. It's a really good interruption card, especially comboing up with cards like Resort and also cards like Spiral Resort, which is insane. So do not sleep on this deck. The deck can still go off. Do not underestimate how powerful Spirals are. And I really wish I could have done a little bit better. You know, maybe came top 8 and get the mat, but I did get my invitation at the ARG. So it's pretty cool. There wasn't too many people there at the tournament, but you know, I had a lot of fun playing this deck. And yeah, guys, 100%, I still believe Magician is the best deck by far this format. And shout outs to all the people that were at the ARG. Shout out to my boy Cody for actually, you know, driving me to the event. And of course, shout outs to Hanko, shout outs to Gabe, shout outs to everybody there. Shout outs to Craig, you know, Dorian, everybody that, you know, came with me at the tournament, Steven, everyone. Yeah, so shout outs to them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is Sam from Team SamHam signing out. Thank you guys so much for watching. All right, guys, peace.
I feel like Usain in the cheetah print. Talk fresh game, I don't need a minute. R.I.P. the game, I need a minute. Okay, let's proceed with it. I'm in the house, got the deed with it. These bozos always sneak this and they taking shots. I'm a keen with it. Like no, this league business.